In a quarter mile, merge onto I-285 South.
Come on, Kanye!
Welcome to Crafting with Cass. I'm Cass, and welcome back to Crafting with Cass if you're back for some more DIYs. So in today's project, I am going to be using dollar store materials, and I'm going to be flipping them to some really cute high-end looking spring decor pieces. These pieces are going to be fun and full of color, and you can incorporate this into some of your existing decor. So if you want to see how these pieces turn out, then let's go ahead and let's get right started. For the first set of decor pieces, I grabbed these extra large cube blocks from the dollar store, and I stacked them on top of each other and adhered them with some hot glue. And then at the very top, I'm going to adhere these smaller wood block pieces from the tower game. And I'm just making sure I know how many pieces I'll need at the top to have a really good snug fit for this circle. These are going to be used as pillar candlestick holders. So the circle that I'm creating at the top is going to be where you insert the candlestick. And I'm making a set of 3 of these in different heights so that it's a matching set. And next I'm just going to dip these in some water and spray paint, which is usually how I do my marbling techniques, but it didn't turn out exactly the way that I thought that it was. But I do like the way that these turned out, so I did want to add some additional color pops to it. And so here I am just adding some of the different spray paints that I have to add that color to the outside of the blocks. And I'm just looking at it, trying to see what I want to do. And I'm trying to do each of the candlestick holders a little bit different, but still similar. And so I realized I wanted to still let some of the wood show with this one. So I'm just going to do the bottom and then a little bit of the top. decor, I'm going to be transforming some basic pillar taper candles and using some birthday candles to add some fun abstract designs to the plain basic candles. To get started with this, in this bowl I have some really hot water and I'm cutting off the wick on the birthday candles, and I'm just letting it get heated enough for me to be able to mold it a little bit. And so here I am just molding the candlestick to the shapes that I wanted, and I'm going to do a little zigzag for this, and then I'm going to go in with some of the other birthday candles and cut off the wick and mold those into other shapes. And for this particular candle, I'm letting it get heated, and then I'm just going to wrap it around the pillar candle and have the shape form and allow it to cool. And now I'm going to use my heat gun, which I typically use for most of my resin projects that I will also link in this video for you to take a look at. But I'm just using the heat gun to kind of heat the area where I'm going to attach the candles that I formed in the heated water. You definitely want to try to make sure that your fingers are not in the direct direction of the heat gun when you're trying to do this. But I found the most effective way to do this is to wrap the actual birthday candle around the tapered candle and then apply the heat towards the edges. And I'm going to complete a set of 3 tapered candles, and I'm going to do them each a little bit different. So I'm going to add the birthday candles that I molded using the heated water, and I'm going to use the heat gun to add those pieces to the tapered candles. stick it and let it cool for just a little bit so that you know that it's attached. I think these would be fun and cute to give as a gift or use in your home year round. The next pieces of decor, I'm adding some fun popular text to this basic oven mitt and dish towel set that I got from the dollar store. And so I initially was just going to use the scrap vinyl that I had left over, but I just decided to go ahead and buy some fresh vinyl so that I don't have to just try to make the font smaller. And so first I am just going to use my Cricut and use Cricut Design Space to create the text and cut out the font that way. And I'm just typing out the text, and then I'm choosing from one of the free fonts for what I want to use for this. And the width and height I'm using is based on the measurements that I made for both the oven mitt and the dish towel. And I also always attach all of my text before I select the Make It button as well. I'm going to toggle on the mirror on feature with the iron on material. And after the cut is made, I'm just going to weed off the extra vinyl. And then I'm just going to use my household iron to iron on the text. Thanks for watching. Check the description box to shop some of my favorites, deals, and finds, and subscribe to see what I'm crafting next.